Alright, get everybody, it's the dog. It's time for another WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 video. In this match we've got a father versus son match between the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, against his son, known in WWE as David Hart Smith, but also as Harry Smith elsewhere. And they've got some managers. Lex Luger is in the corner of the Bulldog, which is of course a reference to the Allied Powers tag team, mostly due to the Bret Hart DLC being long since deleted and unavailable anymore. And of course we've got Tyson Kidd in the corner of David Hart Smith. Before we get into the match, I might as well give you all my official opinions of WrestleMania these past couple of days. Night one was relatively ordinary. The whole weather delay kind of drove me insane for a while. Some of the interviews cut during that time. I have to say Kevin Owens definitely did a pretty impressive interview. In the opening match, I mean, I guess you can say Bobby Lashley's win was good, but at the same time, I really wanted Drew McIntyre to have that feel-good moment in front of the WWE Universe again. And there wasn't really that many good matches on night one, to be honest. I mean, I'm not particularly fond of Bianca Belair. Although, really, I think Sasha Banks' ego has gone even higher than it should have. I mean, even Bayley's on a massive ego trip, you know, so we got to night two and we had some of the matches like The Fiend versus Randy Orton, and seriously, that really annoyed me. Just taking one RKO and that was it. Like, what the fucking hell was that? But on the good side, Rhea Ripley is, of course, the new Raw Women's Champion, and being Australian like me, you can definitely say that was a well-earned victory, and it's about time an Australian got some proper recognition in the WWE. I just wish old Vin Man would give Buddy Murphy a shot at either the WWE or the Universal Championship. We've never had an Australian WWE champion, and I think it's about time we did. As for the main event on night two, a predictable outcome. Very, very annoyed that it didn't even run as long as many main events of the past. And Jey Uso should have been kicked out of the arena by the referee. But that's my retrospective of WrestleMania over the last couple of days. It's time to start this match. The British Bulldog has his Attitude Era theme and not the traditional Real Britannia theme, thanks to the Uncaged series. Which is why I've dressed him in a recolored black. Yeah, 2010 or 2009 Superstar of the Year. There's the Bulldog Attitude Era theme. Probably my favourite Bulldog theme, to be honest. This is the very last one he ever used in WWF. I know he did use it when he was a heel, but, you know, in this particular game save, I've retained him as a face. This is still a good theme, though. Nice groovy heavy metal sort of vibes, you know, for the Attitude Era. And of course the Hart Dynasty used the theme that Natalia, who was also a member, using this theme. Son of the Bulldog. So, will father beat son, or will son beat father? I mean, you know, we've got SVR 10 where Randy Orton can face off against his dad, and same with Ted DiBiase Jr. and Cody Rhodes. But then again, we can always put Cody against Dusty on other games like Legends of WrestleMania and WWE 2K14. So, you know, I'm not even going to bother right now. I probably will do that particular matchup between Cody and Dusty at some point. Alright, let's not waste any further time. This is a 15-minute time limit match with approximately stipulations of pinfall, submission, Iron Man stipulation with finishers also scoring points. Let's put a little bit more volume up now. So yeah, WrestleMania was not the best. Even though it was good to have the fans back, I say it'll be back to the Thunderdome for tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. Although it is Tuesday over here in Australia, so, you know, it's a little different, I guess. Oh, come on, Bulldog, get back in the ring. What are you doing beating up Tyson Kidd for? I did put DQ on, so you can't use any weapons. No count out, so I decided to make it false count anyway.
King, some Iron Man matches are very low scoring. Others are high scoring. How do you think this one's going to play out?
Defender of the Dynasty, apparently. Crowd side, the Canadian Bulldog, yeah, well. He is the son of the Bulldog and, of course, Bret's sister, Diana. Everyone knows that. There we go, there's the first point for the Bulldog. And kicked out.
Looks like he's having trouble staying in the ring. One more time.
Another power slam outside the ring. That'll help score you another point, Davey boy.
And look at the Bulldog going for the cover. He stops the count. Oh, what a shot. David Hart Smith. One of the most important things in a match that you know is going to last as long as this is you have to...
So far, it's at least 2 points, because I said I'd like to put finishers...
And he wraps that arm around the solid steel.
Scoring points in so that points can be scored, so we don't get a tie. Yeah, you know it hurt his hand. He could have easily pulled that punch so it didn't hurt anybody.
Smith, 6'5", over 260 pounds.
Yeah, he seems to be a bit taller than his old man.
Oh, did you see his neck snap back from that big boot?
Really? That was a fist, King? Don't tell me you're going to be a sloppy commentator like Michael Cole has been as of late. You know, Michael Cole's been with WWE since 1997. That's about 26 years now, or at least sometime this year will be. To be honest, Michael Cole... I mean, I didn't know anything about Tom Phillips failing a COVID test until one of my friends told me earlier. So that's why Michael Cole did commentary for all the matches on both nights. And to be honest, I think, I'll give you my personal opinion right now. I reckon Michael Cole, despite having done this for years, and during this extended break between March last year and the last couple of days, he has been used to mostly silence in the Performance Center and piped-in crowd at both versions of the Thunderdome, at both the Amway Center and Tropicana Field. So I reckon hearing real crowd may have thrown him off a bit, and he's forgotten how to do commentary with the real crowd, and it's possibly distracting him a little bit. I mean, that's just what I think. I mean, you can always let me know what you thought of just how pathetic Michael Cole's commentary actually was. Look at this. Bulldog's just flogging his own son. Oh, Jerry, will you get your hands off it?
Look at this. Get a boot to the gut.
Although we did get some King action on the pre-show and stuff. And he did call, I think it was the Braun Strowman Shane McMahon match. That was probably, in my opinion, the best match of night one. Best match of night one. Braun Strowman getting Shane McMahon the massive beatdown that he deserved for being a bully. Oh, come on, Tyson Kidd. Leave the referee alone. He's going to throw you out of there. Come on. I'll just throw him out, referee. Yes, get out. Now, why didn't the referee do that last night? Get rid of Jey Uso We could have had a better main event match on the second night of WrestleMania. It could have been so much better. Although it was good to see Edge deliver spears to both Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan.
I'm going to take a guess here, but I'd say your average match last.
I don't know if you can say it was the absolute worst main event in WrestleMania history. I mean, I didn't even watch the Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks match because I was doing some other stuff and I sort of switched off after the tag match between The Miz and John Morrison versus Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. It's like, yeah, okay, I've had enough of that. Didn't really pay much attention to that anyway. Spent a good portion of the morning trying to watch WWE and play games at the same time. Shut the gate. The British Bulldog has just completely dethroned his son right there and then. And now a WWE Hall of Famer. I very much doubt that Dynamite Kid Tom Bellington will ever go into the Hall of Fame. I know he and Davey Boy did have the hatred for one another, and to be honest, I'm not really certain what Dynamite Kid's relationship with WWE really was after he left, you know. And he only died a couple of years ago now. Both the Bulldogs are gone.
He's spending more time outside the ring than in it.
Okay, what the hell was that?
What a night it's been here at SummerSlam, and things only continue to get hotter.
Alright, King.
Ooh,
calm down. Alright, just because he's only there in support of the Bulldog doesn't mean you have to beat Lex Luger up.
Oh man, Bulldog controlling the
Oh yeah, there's the chop feature with all his chest all reddish.
And he lights up his chest with a chop. Oh my, just raw.
Unmitigated power. Same old generic commentary. Between SVR 7 and SVR 9, those particular games had some of the best commentary. I mean, I did sort of try to play SVR 6, but my copy of the game wasn't exactly in good shape. Second-hand copy. Yeah, vintage Bulldog. Man, does Lex Luger have to be blocking the view of the pinfall? Don't turn this into a handicap match now.
Well, you don't really focus on the early or late point. You just want to pick up as many pinfalls and victories as possible throughout the match. Right in the kisser. Bulldog with the arm. We're having a great time here at SummerSlam. Thank you again.
Again, just like the last match I had on this game, it's been extremely one-sided.
Once more.
And there goes the power slam again. Braun Strowman certainly knows how to do a good power slam, but not as good as the Bulldog. And to be honest, if I was Shane McMahon, I would definitely regret calling Braun stupid. You know, I've been bullied myself as a kid, you know, having autism and stuff, so, you know, not particularly happy with people who bully.
And David Hart Smith still has life.
So I would have been extremely mad as hell had Shane McMahon won that match.
And there's tremendous impact to the back of the skull. Oh, what a chop! You can see their chest light up.
What do you mean light up? It's already red.
What a move by the Bulldog. He's going for it again. Vintage Bulldog.
I guess I'm getting too many points now for the Bulldog. Because David Hart has not hit a single point. What is it now? 25, 26, 0? Don't ask me, I can't even count.
There's a bullseye on that arm. An elbow. David Hart Smith from behind.
This Bulldog has bite. Yeah, but it's not the size of the bite Well, the size of the dog itself is the size of the fight that counts.
5 minutes remain,
And time really
begins
begins
to be
to...
the enemy at this point.
Yeah, Matilda, but that was with the Bulldogs. Nobody talks about Winston.
He's looking at it again.
And another power slam, just ring the bell.
Vintage Bulldog.
I don't think changed the 15-minute time limit because they didn't feel like making it any longer than that, or any shorter.
Davey Boy Smith, the legendary British Bulldog. This man is a powerhouse, ladies and gentlemen.
He sure was.
That'll make your heart tingle.
Just feel bad for what happened to his career and that stupid bloody trapdoor of freaking WCW Halloween Havoc. If they hadn't put that there, it ruined his back. He was never the same again. WCW sacked him. Came back to WWF. Didn't have much of a career after that. Drug problems. Because he was in pain all the time. Tragically passing away in 2002.
Into the headlock. Get ready, folks. Get ready. There's the suplex. He's getting done for the pin.
Oh, for crying out loud. Now Lex Luger has to stick his big nose in.
David Hart Smith, son of the late British Bulldog.
Referee. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, Dave actually kicks out this time, but seriously. Just throw him out. Alright, referee, just throw him out. Can't even get David Hart 1 point at all.
We're down to the final 3 minutes in this match.
Yep. Word up. What close sign is that?
As the headlock. He's taking out the trash. There's no doubt that our WWE fans watching live in places like the United Kingdom and Canada, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, and Austria are enjoying this SummerSlam.
Good for Austria. Hey, that's a stupid country. I'm sure all the UK fans are cheering for the Bulldog.
Oh man, what a move by the Bulldog.
Yep.
He's going for it again.
And another power slam. Just yes, vintage Bulldog. You didn't say much of that vintage nonsense on the WrestleMania. I mean, it's bad enough there were quite a number of mistakes. I mean, Gregory Hamilton screwing up during the tag team turmoil match, saying that the Riot Squad had been eliminated when they'd actually won that particular round, only to get beaten in the end by Natalya and Tamina. Seriously, did Mr. McMahon book the Bulldog to actually beat the living crap out of his own kid or what? Because I did not book this. I put the match together, but I didn't put the result together, so, you know, whoever wrote the result of this match clearly didn't care about David Hart Smith. Oh, that Manhattan drop is so painful. Or at least it's meant to look that way.
60 seconds remain. What's gonna happen?
Okay, that was a botched job kick and then some.
Oh. Oh man, what a move by the Bulldog. Not again.
Yes, again.
Vintage Bulldog.
And another cover.
Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Fatigue starting to wear on these competitors in this Iron Man match. Atomic drop. Oh, right to the gut. Oh, mama.
Is this match over yet? Yeah, well, it's all over now. Another power slam.
Vintage Bulldog.
The British Bulldog wins. That means we get to hear his Attitude Era theme again. The British Bulldog! This is the Jim Johnston composition, so it shouldn't get any major copyright issues, so you know. Well, that is the end of the match. That is the end of the video. You know what to do now. More content. Be sure to press the big shiny subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. And make sure to leave a thumbs up. Until next time, this is the Dogger, not the dog, and not the British Bulldog, the Australian Dogger, saying have a wonderful day, and we shall see you again.